What is up guys, it's Jordan here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some more Call of Duty and also some Battlefield 1. As a lot of people know, Infinite Warfare has been bashed to all hell on the internet for purely just being a future-based game again when everyone wanted World War 1, and Battlefield 1 has basically given everything that everyone wanted. They have managed to attract all the fans of Call of Duty who wanted a World War 1 game, whilst also getting all their current fans excited. So to be honest, Battlefield 1 is looking pretty good right now. So considering everything that's going on, I wanted to make a video discussing how I think Battlefield 1 will impact the future of Call of Duty, because there's a lot going on with hate for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and absolute love and support for Battlefield 1, so I think it'd be really interesting to discuss how this could affect Call of Duty, because it will have a massive impact. People who are high up at Infinity Ward and Treyarch, they're going to notice this. Just to give you guys an idea on how serious this is for Call of Duty is currently sitting at 464,000 likes and a massive 2.9 million dislikes, so that is almost 3 million dislikes, whereas Battlefield 1 is currently sitting at 1.8 million likes and only 34,000 dislikes, so a massive difference. Battlefield 1 trailer has 40 million views, whereas the Call of Duty one has 28 million, so a big difference. Now this is obviously looking very bad for Call of Duty. They are absolutely getting wrecked in support for their new game as opposed to Battlefield 1. However, the support for Battlefield 1 might actually be good for the Call of Duty franchise, because it could finally be the kick that all the developers of Call of Duty need to realise that people do not want the future anymore. I was saying in a previous video how I'm still looking forward to it. I like sci-fi games. I don't really like it mixed with Call of Duty. I mean, I'm looking forward to the game, but I would still rather go back to where Call of Duty belongs, which is either the Modern Warfare games or the World War II games or even a World War 1 game, although it would be a bit crappy to come up with a World War 1 game considering Battlefield 1 have just done that. But as I was saying, hopefully all this support for Battlefield 1 will show all the developers of Call of Duty what people really want. Nobody really wants the future. There are a few people, like I said, there was like 400,000 likes, which may seem like a lot, but in terms of the entire Call of Duty community, it's absolutely nothing. The community, whether or not it's still together at the moment, is still one of the largest gaming communities. There are so many fans of Call of Duty or ex-fans who would still absolutely love an opportunity to hop back onto a new Call of Duty game. I know there is Modern Warfare Remastered coming out, but like I was saying, hopefully this will show them that people want a Modern Warfare game, they want a World War II game, they want something that's more realistic and believable. This future stuff, it's good. Okay, sci-fi games are good, but it's not Call of Duty. Call of Duty does not belong in the future. They tried it, they experimented with it. I think Black Ops 2 was a good sweet spot. It wasn't too far in the future, but it was still not quite as good as some of the previous games, whereas we're now hopping into territory that's way too far. And not only that, I think the quality of the games have degraded with the future stuff as well. Like Black Ops 3, the campaign was really lackluster. It wasn't very interesting. Nothing beat the Modern Warfare campaigns. They were gritty, they were realistic and believable, and overall an absolutely amazing experience, and people really enjoyed that. In a recent interview for Infinite Warfare, the developer was saying how they think that the future is basically the way to move forward. They don't want to stick to the modern games. They feel like they've done that and experimented with that. They are aware that the fans want it, but they believe that more fans will basically come on board as they go on to the future and try new things. Whereas I think Battlefield 1 has shown that if you listen to the fans, you will get obviously a much better response, which is obvious to a lot of people. But clearly, out of 3 developers for Call of Duty games, none of them have realised yet that listening to the fans is always going to be the best way for a game. So hopefully Battlefield 1 will show that it's okay to, go against your own ideas and listen to the fans. Ultimately, fans sell games, not how good. You can make the best game in the world, but if fans don't want it, they will not buy it. And if everyone's crying out for a Modern Warfare game or a World War II game, it doesn't matter how good your game is, it's still not going to sell that well. There will always be people that won't like it because it's not what they want, and when an entire community wants something, it's normally a good idea to listen to them. This is a little bit off topic, but I also think that Battlefield 1 is going to be a good example that it's okay to take risks. Now, I would say jumping into the future was a bit of a risk for Call of Duty, however it was a very gradual thing. They didn't just only go for a Modern Warfare game straight into this super future game. They've eased into it, so I wouldn't really say it was a big risk. It's just a development of a game that hasn't quite gone where it should have. Whereas Battlefield 1 is completely out of the ordinary for a Battlefield game. We've had games that are in different time zones. I think the future Battlefield game was one of the biggest differences that, strayed from that core Battlefield experience. Whereas Battlefield 1 does look very different to things we've seen before in time setting. I believe, don't quote me on this, I can't remember, but I believe Battlefield 1 is set in an alternate version of World War 1, so they're basically creating their own universe for this game, which shows they're taking more risks and they're really putting a lot of thought into this, and it's paying off like hell. So I think it's going to show people who develop Call of Duty that it's okay to listen to fans and take risks at the same time. Take a risk by all means, but make sure that that risk is going to be related to what the fans want. But overall, guys, I really think that Battlefield 1 will be a good thing for Call of Duty. It sounds stupid. I think the game's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to Battlefield 1, and I really do think it's going to have a knock-on effect for future Call of Duties. Infinite Warfare may be a good game by all means, but I don't think it's going to sell very well just because of the rocky start it's had and purely for what it is. People don't want sci-fi. Whether or not it's good, they're not going to buy it if they don't want it, although there will be some sales obviously from people who just want to get Modern Warfare remastered. However, I have a strong feeling that that game will become a standalone game eventually when when the developers realise that people don't want Infinite Warfare. So I really do think this game's going to do pretty poorly, to be honest, for a Call of Duty game, but like I said, I will be really surprised if the next game is a future game, because Battlefield 1 should be a real eye-opener, which is good for the Call of Duty community because the community is still there. I would say it's almost hibernating really. It's just waiting for that good game to come back. Some people are coming back for Modern Warfare Remastered, but obviously they're sort of blinded by the fact that they're being forced this other game at the same time. That was really bad marketing on Infinity Ward's behalf. But anyway guys, if you have any thoughts on this, then please do drop it into the comments. I'd be really interested to see what other people think on this. If you did enjoy this video, then please make sure to smack that like button and subscribe for some more awesome gaming content. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.